got my mic. I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting for people. Well, first of all, I'm a bit rusty. Hey, PC here, beautifully animated. Um, make sure check my mic right quick. Yep. Okay. Alrighty. So basically, um, just doing a quick video about how to shop safely or make things easier when you're going grocery shopping. So, first thing I do when I walk in is when I grab the cart, I, without anything in it, push it in a straight line. If it veers off, then that's not a good cart. So, you know, repeat the process until you find a cart that keeps going straight. That makes sure that you're not fighting the cart um, to go certain directions, especially if you're picking up a lot of stuff. The heavier the cart gets, the more that little alignment problem, uh, alignment problem gets in the way of you steering well. Okay, so we went shopping today. So these um celery sticks, it's a resealable bag. This was already sealed. I had to cut it. But you want to find where the date is. Some of these bags, it's hard to find the date. So this one's at the bottom. It's like August 9th of this year. Also, I'm not just going to be just discussing safety, but how to pick some things that works for me when you're going through your grapes. I press, you know, I squeeze the grapes and see how many of them are kind of hard, like a crispiness to them, and those are sweet. Those will be your sweet grapes. If they're squishy, then they're old. I rinse them. I rinse. I rinse everything when it comes to the house. Carrots, again, resealable bag, but it has that part on top that you have to pull away. And I did check the date on this. This is August 18th of this year. So everything I get, I look at the expiration date. I'm sure a lot of you, I hope a lot of you already do that. Expiration date is up here. These are intact. So, um, containers like this. So usually your containers like this will be your butter, this is cottage cheese. You also have the larger yogurt containers that will have a top like this, and they have a seal on the inside. Well, you don't want to assume that the seal is intact. So in the store, because I'm not buying it if it ain't right. In the store, I'll take the lid off, go over the seal. And if it's intact, then I'm buying it. Um, If it's not intact and there's like somebody, like an employee nearby, I usually pass it to them. If not, then I don't know. I may put it back, or I may take it to the register for it to be disposed of properly, whatever. Because I really don't want somebody else to pick it up. Bottles like this, right? This is some agave. It has the seal. That little invisible tab, whatever. I always check my seals and make sure that everything's okay. Hey, bitch! um. So yeah, always check your cart. Make sure it goes straight. Check your expiration dates. Um. Cartons like this, I take the lid off. Make sure that little seal is in there. Girl, I'm over here talking about shopping. um, let's see. Hey, Beach, do you have any ideas that you would like to contribute to the video? I'm just going over like safe shopping and getting quality food and produce. Um, so I can actually bring you up if you have anything. I just did a really quick video. I was just doing a quick video. I mean, let me see. Where's the link? Right. Right. Hmm. And see, I don't want to be throwing away food if I don't have to, and I don't want to have to go back to the store because they're not going to give you your gas money back. Okay. I'm trying to find my video. Um. Okay. Peanut butter. Hey, Beach.
Hey, I saw you came on. I said, let me come up here and say hi to my girl. It's
Right.
been a minute. You know what? What you're talking about? You are so on point.
Yeah.
Um, I don't, I don't know of a lot of people. And let me say this too for the doubters, the naysayers, the conspiracy, spooky deep, don't want to believe nothing when shit really going on in this world.
Yeah.
It's always stuff been going on in this world, okay? The recession is real, girl. Okay. Yesterday was really the original of okay. It's in,
Right.
so basically dig your feet in the ground, dig your toes in the mud, and be prepared. Kind of be
Right.
watching and alert what's going on.
Right.
So about food, that is the first place. See, clothing, people will recycle. We ain't, honey, clothing. People have gotten now. And I'm glad they got with it because I've been with it. Like, ain't nobody trying to go. Like, I'm not about to waste money on things that you wear once. Like, that's something that that's a stigma with our race. How we be trying to overdo it with the
Keeping up with the
flashy
Joneses.
and
Keeping up with the Joneses.
yeah. That's other folks out here in shorts and a t-shirt and just as happy and fine and dandy, and they're making it. So the clothing thing, it shouldn't have took all of this for our people to realize, girl, you should have been chilling in t-shirts and a cute, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that you may
Yeah.
only on YouTube or something, somebody may, or you're on camera, you may put on some effort, but
Yeah.
you should be pretty much comfortable on your day as your daily routine, just being like that. You shouldn't have not have instilled in your children every time the new J's, you got to go to Foot Locker, you out here spending money. Like, it shouldn't have been that way in the first place. So that's what it
So
took. Now
you,
we don't win two
you
less. So okay, back sticking to the food.
but you say that, and I was picked. I was picked on in middle school because I was just like I wasn't trying to get into no fight. I was thinking about my record. I wanted a clean school record, but I had to get with somebody about my Nikes because he was like, I don't remember if it was a girl or boy now, but anyway, they had Jordans and stuff, and like, you can't even afford Jordans. I'm like, fool, you wearing Nike like I am. Shut the hell up. It shows that you don't even like when you try to bully somebody. It shows how little you know, really.
Facts. Oh, what I
Mm-hmm.
just do? Okay, so my bad.
No, you
I
good.
had the YouTube open. I closed it. I didn't. So I don't know why. Sometimes it stay open on this one. Sometimes it closes stuff out. It's weird. Depending on which device you do stream y'all want to show. But um, the food thing. Let me tell you. First of all, as the pandemic was going, food
Mm-hmm.
was still normal. Okay, yes, a little bit of inflation because I pay a price, and the reason I'm so noticeable, or I just know numbers. I recognize numbers. I buy pretty much the same stuff over and over. I have a
Right.
household where rarely are we like, let me try this, because I can't stand buying something and nobody like it. It was a complete waste. So we pretty much are creatures of habit here on what we eat. And food isn't something that just runs our house. The internet runs our house, gaming runs our house, Roblox runs our. There's a lot of stuff that run our house, but it is not food. Okay, it's just not. It's not. That's not. We eat, we snack, we munch, but we're not big. All day full meal preparers. That's just not my ministry. And
Mm-hmm.
that's fine. That works in my household. I run this dynasty, and that's how raised everybody or groomed everybody. Sometimes it's every man for themselves. You better go and look and see if there's something that you have to eat because I'm not even hungry or whatever the case. So that being
Right.
said, I had already knew check the foods because people have been hungry, and I would see so many open packages in the store, and I figured there's people are coming in the store to eat. There's the easiest thing to steal is food, and they're not. Of course, you can't stuck a pack of Oreos in your purse, or I mean, you can, but you can also just go through and open stuff. People are taking their children. A lot of folks don't realize that when they're pushing the kids in carts and they see kids eating stuff, no one goes up and says, ma'am, did you bring that in here with you? No, sir. She just opened that pack of Oreos back there, pulled out a roll of cookies and threw it in that sandwich bag and gave it to her child because uh, these are real things, y'all. Some of those women realize My food stamps, I got they selling them or whatever they're doing. So they go in the store, opening packages, and they little bit by little bit, they stack it up in their baby diaper bag. So that's why so many stuff is open. You like, who open up? I go to grab a pack of gum, 3 packs out of it missing, because it's easy to grab and steal in smaller amounts than just try to grab the whole large pack. So they open it up, even as far as sanitary things. Baby, if that box of if that box ain't sealed, super glued, ain't so much as a tear in it, I'm not getting it. Because at one point, I don't know why on the black folks side of town, all our stuff kept looking crunched up like the back of the truck. And I'm like, I don't want these packs. So what
Right.
I was buying, I had to go up to another brand, which actually would cost more, and I actually liked it better. Um, well, yeah, it was because the upper pack, it was looking all like I just out of a flip group, and I'm trying to teach my daughter we don't play about hygiene. You never cut corners on hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't go to another brand. I started going to another store. That's what I did. Same stuff, but I would start buying it out of Walgreens instead of the little markets. And here's why: Walgreens don't put stuff because it's a pharmacy, and they have stricter guidelines. They will not shelve something that looks dented, scratched. If the front of the label got a tear, they're not. They will not. They can't. They will not have it on their shelf. So I'm paying. Okay, let's say I'm paying 75 cents more for that pack. I don't care, because you know why? They're sealed tighter. I don't got to worry about somebody
Yeah.
opened up a pack of wipes and took them out 2 or 3. It don't feel loose.
Mm-hmm. Were you still talking? Because I can hear nothing. There?
Girl, I was getting into that conversation. I knocked my own self off the internet. But that's my last. I had to throw that in there too. Check your right on the food, and also what you
Mm-hmm.
putting on your body. If that's soap, if you go grab, I'm not. I use multiples of soaps. I
I
have
just didn't. I didn't buy no
terrible
soap.
things I bathe with.
I didn't buy any soap or lotion. That's why I didn't
Hmm.
show it. I said I didn't buy any lotion or soap today. That's why I didn't show it. But yeah, I check everything. Everything. Like I open lids and this, that, and the other. Make sure that oh, okay. So this is a thing of shea butter, right? And I'll open it and make sure that I don't see no fingerprints, no dig outs.
Yes,
Mm-hmm. You're right. It's not
she's
just the
right.
food.
If the bottle even feels sticky, I'm putting it back and getting another. If the bottle feels like it's been leaking,
Mm-hmm.
same with detergents. And you guys, y'all know when you now some of those things don't have seals on them. Most of them do. Some of them they just stop making them. Maybe
Yeah.
they feel like what's the point? Like Pine Sol, I noticed they don't put the thing on that one anymore. The big bottle.
Okay.
Tighten your tops before you put them in the car, because those tops are not tight. And if it lays over and you start smelling, hold on, baby, your detergent done spilt out. You done lost about 10, 8 loads of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really hard. Like you said, even if you went back to the store and said this spill, it was loose, but your gas money gone.
Right. They'll replace that
Even if you
bottle,
want
but
to swap it out.
they're not gonna give you back that money, that gas money.
Right, they're not. So you gotta, when I buy Pine Sol, my Tylenol, my top, my detergent, anything with the top, I twist it to make sure it's super tight, because I don't need no leak. All it took was once or twice. I said, "Oh, it's man, what's back there leaking?" Reach back in the back, and I'll come back with my hand, Pine Sol fresh. I said, "Oh my gosh!" And that costs that's not a cheap cleaner, but it works. See, I need things to work, and I wish. Actually, you can hardly get the generics. They be set buying them quicker because they're cheaper. But see, I need stuff to work, and you know what I mean, PC. When
Yeah.
I run them out, I don't got the patience to look and see, oh, it ain't coming up. I need one swoop, two swoops across. It is up and the house is clean. I don't got time to be trying to set, no. I know what works. I know where you can cut a corner at. And it is just for me as far as cleaning, hygiene, and with your groceries. There are some things, girl, you can buy that brand. It's just good. Then there are
Yeah.
some things I'm like, now see this one, every time I open it up, it's all crumbled up, crunchy, more crumbs, and I feel like I'm getting ripped up. I wish I would have just got that. You just have to know at our age, we should be mature shoppers and we should know better and should be teaching our children because that was a learning lesson. When I pulled the bread down, when my daughter said, Mama, she found it. It was some rolls she likes to get. I said, who tore this? It was in a weird place. I said, let me ask your brothers. Because I knew her daddy. I said, your daddy hasn't. If he would have opened it, he would have ate some. He likes those. The boys don't like them, and I don't eat them. So I said, did one of y'all come in here hungry and about rip the pack open like a savage and change your mind? Because I couldn't. They didn't pull any out, and they were like, no. And I could. That rip looked suspicious, girl. It looked like a rat just took his head across there. He was climbing. You know what I mean? I said, and I know ain't no rats up in here. I said, hold on, let me check cabinets. There's nothing in there, no droppings, no anything, no, nothing leaking, nothing loose, nothing torn. And I said,
Mhm.
we got to throw this. So I said, Jordan, I said, I don't care what you like, what you're cooking. If you pull anything out and you didn't open it and no one else did, and it has a open and it's not at the top, like, you untwist the bread where maybe somebody did stumble in on a midnight lunchy, and,
Mhm.
sleepwalking, sleep eating. I've done that before. I do that every now and then. I go on a weird sleep eating thing. I don't know what that is about me, but that's just something I do with a certain thing, though. It's just like, I eat it and just pass out. That's just something with me. I don't know. But anyway,
Yeah.
the point is, that was a learning lesson for her. I said, this don't look right. And people tamper with food. Even if it wasn't a person, a creature, you don't want to. It's not worth getting sick. I know it pains me to throw this whole pack away, but it's not worth you eating something it could have been in here or is in here. I don't even know. We're not about to take a chance. Okay.
Right.
So we're gonna throw it away and we'll just take the loss. Sometimes it's like take the L. And I don't get why some people like they don't throw food away. They won't throw leftovers away, PC. And that has made quite people to me I know dearly. They have been sick. They will not throw when you said expiration date, when I tell you, girl,
Girl, some people be like, it's still good. Like, no, it's not.
then why do they put a date?
Right.
Throw it out.
Um,
And there's a such thing as food hoarding. And some people are not going to do that. I said, yeah. And it's a such thing as food hoarding. And I hope you do something like this again, even going far as pots, learning when it's time to let that pot go. Okay, rest. It's a lot of things as our culture. I don't know why
it look like black pepper is in the pot, but you didn't put no black pepper in there. It's the pot.
Yeah, girl. I don't know. And I don't eat at other people's houses anymore. I rarely did, but I'm the last now. If it like to go, like, because people are just, I just can't. I'm sorry. We are still in a pandemic. Ain't nothing, I have buried too many people. It's just too much other things that you done made it this far and you still here. And wouldn't it be a sad case to go because you didn't check the seal on your orange juice? Okay. And something got in there in your body. Like, I'm sorry, think the worst. You really should when it comes to what you're putting in your body. On it too, but definitely inside. Because once something get inside, trying to get it out is going to be a whole act of a medical emergency. So people need to think about that. It's one thing to rinse something off or, or on you. But once it gets in you, oh, it begins to go take on a whole new formation, and now you really can become it, girl. So I really appreciate you doing this. This is
Oh yeah.
these are things I you know, yeah, it's cute, the dynamics of women and men relationships, but let's talk about the dynamics of the things in your house. When maybe you weren't taught it, it's not too late to learn it. I wasn't taught that stuff. It was until I got old and I'm like, this pot, this don't look right. Then finding out rust, you know,
Yeah.
once it gets to that point, okay, it's okay. Let it go. Like, since when it's gonna kill you to replace a pot? Nobody said you had to go buy the whole entire, Martha Stewart or whoever, Paula Dean, $300 set of cook things just to boil water. And you don't have to do that, but you
Right.
can easily replace a pot for $5. You know what I mean? Since when did that become not a priority? But you word over here telling everybody, girl, I'm Chanel down, like stuff like that. And I'm just like, you know what? Back to the basics, back to teaching, hopefully these young girls, they will not be worried about, stop trying to worry about a husband, girl. You need to be worrying about, why are you over here in this sanitary section? Like, when I looked up and I pay attention to these things, and I noticed there's a certain aisle of stuff in a certain side of town. They never have it on stock because people are buying it. And I was like, there was a time when if you had an issue or needed some AZOs, or, if a yeast infection popped off, it was just in the store. That's not a common thing you should ever have. Antibiotics may cause them. You might could count on your hand how many you've had in life. You should. But those are
Yeah.
they're not on the shelves now because of the excessive sleeping around. Young girls thinking that's what they got, and they keep getting reoccurring ones, not understanding, girl, it's your behavior and what you're doing, and maybe the antibiotics you're taking. There should never be a time where there was an off the shelf, and I said, you know what? No
Right.
one's
You need
paying
to go to the
attention.
doctor. You trying to keep from going to the doctor when you need to.
Right.
Yeah.
You really should go. And get rid of who it, like, you should care about your body that much to where um you care, even if it's something simple as it's the soap you're using because you are too cheap, or you got one bar of soap and everybody in the house using it. Just because it say 99%, it's what you, maybe that bar of soap isn't good for you down there. And the fact that you won't take the time to buy your own personal, because I understand some people are living, had to double up because of the housing thing.
Yeah.
And I just remember going into somebody's house, and it was a party. And I went in there and I went to wash my hands. There was no soap,
Mm-hmm.
which, so me, I'm like, I'm reaching over there to the bath, look, over there to the tub, like, I need some soap on my hand, right?
I'm the same
And when
way.
I look, yeah, because I'll pump, like, I need to wash my water. When I looked over there, I saw in her on her soap thing, one bar of soap. It wasn't a bar. The thing was so thin, so skinny. It looked like, I know ain't nobody lathering up with that because that's so thin. All the good stuff gone. Soap goes from the outside in. You know, the thinner it is, the less the fact the ingredients have gone. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's why a new
Yeah.
bar be giving you the most. So I was like, I know all of them ain't been using this one bar because it was fancy, nothing else. I said, oh my gosh, girl, I ended up spraying. I wanted to spray my hands with, like, I spray some Windex, girl, on my look. I will find some sanitizer. I just end up going in my own purse. I
Yeah.
end up coming out, going in my own purse and pulling out some wipes or something and wiping my hand. But it's those things like that. And I wonder, but I'm sitting here like looking
I can't
around at what she
stand.
did have.
I can't
And
stand
I was
going to
just really,
somebody's house and they not their restroom ain't ready, the kitchen ain't ready with the proper soaps and stuff like that. I can't stand it.
yeah, I was disappointed that. because I remember wanting once the card table when everybody got done. I wanted to help, spray up and clean up.
Yeah.
And she had passed out, and I asked about her. I said, where's your spray cleaner? Where's your I need white table? She's like, huh? We don't have any. And I just felt so. I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? There's everybody cups. I want you don't just leave. It was like a etiquette, courtesy thing.
Yeah.
Somebody's house, and if you didn't bring anything, at least contribute to the pick up the cups or something. And I didn't have nothing to wipe the table with, so I really just took a wet towel and wipe over that. No, they didn't clean it, but at least I knew that when she gets up and leaves, she'll notice, oh, somebody wiped the table. As a lady at the house, that matters, because I remember being that person. And I went to bed early. I never was the one that could pull the all night.
Yeah.
Now at this age, it might have been, I could a long time ago, but that's been a long time ago. With the rest of the folks, I'd be like, y'all might lay down. Don't smoke in the house, and don't don't have nobody come up here. But I don't host any things anymore. And I just remember the feeling of getting up and looking around like, oh my God, really, y'all? Who was ashing in the beer can up in here? I done kicked it over, and now I got this smell in the house, and I can't find something. Like, I just remember how disrespected I felt, how people will leave your house in the condition. And I really, the last time, y'all can't congregate over here ever again. All it takes is somebody to disrespect your home one time in a way that take you 3 days to get the smell of Black and Miles out, and you won't be coming back here. So this is good, PC. This could really turn into, you could do the food, and they really do need help. I told them I couldn't do it, and I've been asked by several guys. I've even been asked by some men in the manosphere to do the tutorials on for women. But that's not my ministry. I don't have the patience. I feel like if their mother didn't teach them, they should enough to figure it out themselves of how to take care of your body. I just don't feel comfortable teaching grown what they really need to do, because honestly, if someone wants that type of education, it really shouldn't be publicly broadcast. It should be like a private type of thing to listen to, you know what I mean? Because you might have a question.
The thing about it is, I see what you're saying. If you do a live, then
they're not gonna really ask what they want to ask. Right. Someone's gonna, and I feel, and that's why I tell people, I'm like, y'all might really need to, have people outside of social media. Like, I have a group of women, and we share a lot of things, but most of the stuff we share, I brought some of it back to YouTube, but that's not the answer to what people really need. They need that, girl, you need to start over, start from the basics. Let me know what do you bathe with? Let's start there. What type of issues does it cause? Uncomfortable. Okay.
I have sensitive skin, so I only bathe with certain soaps and use certain products, whatever, because I have sensitive skin. So,
some people don't know that their skin could be regular but sensitive in just one other area. So they're not catching on that you can't. That other soap can irritate somewhere else. You have to really keep it balanced. So you need to put that Caress down, girl. Caress is so perfumed.
I like. I use was it Vagisil, and there's another brand, but I like theirs because it's pH balance and stuff like that. Something pH balance for down there.
It matters. It matters a lot, and I don't care if it costs $1 more.
Right.
If you knew the glory of a pH balance, like, they hear those words, and I remember when I never understood, I just would hear it on commercials and never thought nothing about it. But when I understood the vainglory of pH balance, I would never ever go back.
Right. I mean, pH balance has a lot to do with your whole body system, but there's different ways of taking care of certain areas where the pH balance is off, whatever, or not off, but what you use can put it off. You know what I'm saying? If you use it in the same
Right.
thing here for down there, or vice versa, then you can be the one who's messing up your pH balance. Because, like you said, you have to be smart about what products you use where.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. Just, I mean, the simple rinsing out of even your cleansing items. Like, you got to clean the cleaning items. When I told somebody, I said I clean my cleaning products, it's like, what you mean? I said, after spraying, sometimes when you grab to clean, your hands were already may have something on it. I sure do wipe down the bottles. Nothing you pick up to use should ever be sticky, run
Oh yeah,
down.
I do the
Wipe
same
the
thing.
stuff off.
I do the same thing.
Wipe it off. Yeah, even if you don't want to invest in wipes, get a good paper towel, spray that paper towel with the cleaner, and wipe the bottle down. People be zooming in, worrying about the wrong thing, worrying about if somebody eyelash on right in the wrong. But it's like, I bet you want zoom in on. Let me see what you wipe your counters with. Zoom in on that bottle, right? And if I was to ask somebody, go grab me your bottle of right now, what you spray in your shower. See, don't hit me with some stupid vanity. Don't hit me with the dumb stuff. I want to see what you spray down with, because that's something that should happen regularly to keep, just things run down or whatever.
Yeah.
What you think you can't see, it isn't about what you can see. You should never get to the point where you see anything.
Yeah.
We've been given in this generation way more than what people had before us. Yeah, we are the most and by we, you know what I mean, ungrateful, wasteful people. They give you one tub where where everybody got a baby in one tub, and nobody getting fresh water unless you were of a extremely high class of people.
And
like you just weren't allowed.
Yeah.
You only allowed so many trips. You only allowed so many trips to the well. So bathing became not daily, not full body, and that's why they used to call it "Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater," because the bathing started from daddy, the mama, and then from oldest child to the youngest got the water, and the baby was the last one. That's where that saying come from. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, because the last you would sling the bathwater out, make sure the baby wasn't still in there. It was a joke, but that's where that came from. And a lot of people, oh man, I now think about when my kids were small, and I thought the boys, like they were close in age, and you got two knocked out. Oh, that's been a long time. Times have changed now. I would never do that now. Yeah. Times have changed. If I had to start over with children, I would never. Come on, boy. You know what I mean? Times have changed. No one.
So much has changed. You know what I'm saying? It's so much that's changed that makes it where it puts it where we wouldn't do the same things that we did to our kids. You know what I'm saying? It's so much that's different. So,
it is.
Yeah, you're right.
And then the and I know people don't agree. I have my tax lady was trying to drill it into me, and I probably was, my face and my mouth was saying, yeah, you right, but my eyes were saying, I'm not about to do all that. In our, they're putting a lot of those bingo halls and stuff over in our area, but they're not over there in the other folks' side. But over on the other folks' side, also, if I'm there and I'm shopping, everything I need is always on the shelf. They're never out of nothing. I only have to go to one store, not hop in and out 3-4 stores hoping. I don't have to do that if I just go over there an extra 10 miles or 8 miles, and I can get everything in one swoop. And then she's saying, you're taking money out of our community. That's our tax dollars. Don't do that. If why don't you just go online and order your groceries or your cleaners? I'm thinking, because I looked at the upcharge, and I don't need nobody to deliver me. What make you think I want somebody carrying my goods in? Like, everything shouldn't be delivered. Like, I know curbside and DoorDash, I get all these things happen during COVID, but truth be told, quiet be kept, I want to inspect some things before I pull off. I don't
No,
want
but the
somebody to
thing
have
is,
full control.
oh, go ahead,
I
go
don't want
ahead.
nobody having full control. Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't want to interrupt. I just don't want nobody having full control over one state on left, and I'm looking, and I'm like, wait, this was leaking, or what? I don't want that. I just don't. I don't understand why. Like, I can go into the freaking Target or Walmart, and I get it. You put money in their communities, but I need people. I want my stuff. Like, you don't understand. Even I'm like,
no,
so how about even if I order
that's
it, they don't have it. They're gonna say not on stock, not on shelf. I don't got time for that.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
That's what I'm about to say is how you gonna be like you're taking money out of our community and blah blah blah, but you don't have the right stuff. If you want money in your community, you have to have the right stuff available all the time. So it's like you have to fix your own problem. That's a personal problem.
thank you. That's the word. That is not a community us versus them problem. That is a personal. You're right. Because truth be told, and quiet be kept, a lot of folks don't even shop. They don't just go in and really get the things that they probably need in their house. Some people don't use wild fresheners or they don't care about a house that stank. I'm not with it. I told my sons, judge your girl when you begin to date by the way her house smell. That's one of the things. If house and it stinks, that's not the woman for you. Because you're going
Yeah.
to be uncomfortable because I didn't raise you way. There are very minimum things we can do to keep house odors. Just a house can it's stuffy. The doors are closed, the windows are down. You know what I mean? So
Right.
she don't want to buy a $5 plug-in. Wow, that can do magic for a room. Even if you have an aquarium, I have an aquarium, so I always like it doesn't stink. But to me, I want to make sure around the aquarium is always fresh because you don't want people walking in and they could have a turtle and things like that. So
Mm-hmm.
that women care about odor and smells, and I've said y'all gonna have to keep these in mind, or you're gonna always be sitting around act like you'll be surprised at what a bad smell can put you in a bad people. You'll become numb to it. Now you walking around with the smell. I'm sorry, you just not. It's so many preventive ways. Detergents have gotten. You should invest in the better one. There's no reason for that. I know what it felt like this summer. I'm not gonna go promote nobody's brand because they ain't get paying us, so we're not gonna do that. All I say is their Oxy detergent was also mixed with Febreze, and I tried it just to see. Even with
Mm.
after Febreze, when
Okay.
I was out hot and the fabric softener, girl,
Yeah.
with it sweating and the clothes, all I smelled was that fabric softener and that good smell. That don't mean I didn't need no shower when I came in from being out. It's the event all day. It's the
Yeah.
point that's the difference. You walking out, people smelling your fabric softener, all those things that are easily they break down too. Those are molecules that will break down when wet, but they're in your
Yeah.
clothing. And what a nice for you men, if y'all catch the replay, y'all girls, if she and I said it, I'm gonna stick to it, and I don't care. You ain't gonna crucify me for it. If your woman is not washing your clothes to the utmost of her ability and using the best product, especially you working, all y'all should be working men, but especially that working man, she doesn't love you. Okay, I just want to say that
Ah,
she don't love
right.
you. Okay,
Right. Because I mean, the
if she
people
done bought you some
people who
Tom Ford
care,
cologne,
people who care
PC,
about you are gonna take care of you.
yes, PC for Valentine's, she done bought him some Tom Ford cologne, but she over here washing his work clothes in some dollar store watered down salts and water, no type of fragrance type of detergent, and he not getting that effect. All that dirt not coming up out of there. He's smelling. You know what I'm saying? Like those are things that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe she would skip that type of step.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm just saying she don't love you. She cutting corners with washing your clothing. Your clothes and they do not gonna come out. They don't. It's no girly smell when it comes to detergent. So that's cleanliness. It just smell
Yeah.
clean. Your clothes smell clean and feel clean and look clean, or they don't.
Yeah. You're right.
This is good, girl. You got me thinking about some stuff. I said do a live on how you should be washing protocols, men, like what is it, instead of talking about what she bring to the table, girl, I'm gonna bring out, see, this the type of stuff. Why is no one hitting those topics? Let me see what she washing with before you start trying to break down high value, low, all these weird whatever vernaculars people are using of self-worth, and are they dateable, is this in your frame or ballpark? Just put on a test. Let me see what you wash with. That'll tell you a lot right there, what you're starting to work with, how she values, because actually detergents, like I said, they break down the molecules of dirt.
Yeah.
The wrong one will also break down the quality of your clothing. Simple as just simple t-shirts.
Yes.
Thank you. You see
what
I mean?
Will come out looking like a rat tore through them. There wasn't no rat involved. It was the detergent. Certain fabrics get the little beads and stuff like that, and that can be from that can be from, like you said, the detergent and stuff.
PC, will you tell them that if the men, will you tell the men that they walk around with lint balls on their clothes and stuff, that girl don't love them because she didn't take the time to get the right soap? Right. That's what Beautifully Animated has.
Y'all, she take the time to take off the balls, because I mean, some people who,
right, and if it's like,
some people will take a razor and just get that mess out, whatever. But still, you will still need to change the detergent and the way you dry them and stuff like that to prevent them from coming. Because, like, what's the point of removing the balls if you're not going to fix the problem that started the situation in the first place?
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all should know that, okay? Y'all, you should be side-eyeing her tonight and say, what we watching with, babe? You need to be looking, because that is that is like a value. There's no, you can't cut corners with washing. I mean, I'm sorry. There's just some things you can't cut corners with. You might can cook and substitute this and substitute that. On a washing, hygiene, you can't cut corners. The food, I wanted to tell you this before I got down.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on my live. I finished it? Yeah, I had just gotten off. I went in the store. I don't know. I was like, I just felt like a pack of Debbie cake. How sometimes you just know this ain't no good, but I'm just gonna buy a little box, right? Yeah. And I was like, I ain't had no Debbie cakes all summer. I don't know why I haven't bought any. I know. I don't know. I just haven't. So I bought. And I've already seen the small things are getting smaller in the bottles and packagings, and the prices are going up. I had been caught that before school got out. Like, this is so small, and we're paying more. Oh my gosh, they took it up 25 cents and gave me, 4 less ounces. I be watching the ounces, and I'm seeing them getting smaller and smaller. So the box was very compact and small. Okay. And I was thinking, are they trying to cut out? Maybe because of the recession, they're trying to cut down on packaging. They don't want no room in the box. They said, the less cardboard, pack them in there. So I was like, I hope these ain't all going to end up squished up, because Little Debbie's that's $1 billion company that's been around from the beginning. The first type of snack. So I know Little Debbie ain't cutting no corners. Like, I ain't gonna pull out no Little Debbie snack that's all mushed up. Now them other off-brand snacks, they're gonna be looking mushed up and stuff. They're not gonna be all fresh like Little Debbie. That's just how it is, y'all. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. So I noticed the box was small. So when I opened it, I'm like, they better not had. Girl, lo and behold, when I pulled it out, that Little Debbie pack. PC, it was so small it could fit in the palm of my hand. Now we are old enough. We know the size and how something feel, even if you don't know the proper ounces per package. I could look at it and I could tell they shrunk the Little Debbies. So I said, I was complaining, like, they went up to $2 and on the box. Now it says $2.55. We remember that to be 99 cents on the box. Then during COVID they went to like $1.50. I said, dang, they jumped up. They don't went up $1 now. And I said, girl, I just wanted to throw that in there.
Wow. I'm not
Yep,
surprised.
the
Like
pack.
they
So
be going up on everything.
Little Debbie done finally got with it. It took them a minute because they had not shrunk their quantity the ounces per unit per item. They had gone up on the price, but they hadn't actually shrunk the Debbie cake. I just
Right.
wanted to throw that out there. Maybe it's not relevant to some people, but you should understand what this recession is going to be about and how you should be. So I said to my kids, I said, well, we were talking about because I have a we have a let's talk about this. This is a teaching moment. And one of my sons said, well, wouldn't that help with weight because isn't our country considered things were over proportion. I said, that's a good point. Now this size cake is smaller, so it's going to have less calories. That's good. But the average person who has an eating problem, until they get their fill, they may, instead of eating one now, they're going to eat two or three because
Right.
they're not going to be satisfied with what's this one thing. Unless
Right.
your kid, they're just not. So really, that's a mental thing. Yes, you would think that. I get what you're saying, son. It should force you into eating less because there's less in the package. But when it comes to food, that's one of the things. It's just like any other satisfied people. They're gonna eat till they're satisfied. And if
Right.
and if one did not satisfy two, I've eaten two before, and I'm like that. So, but somebody needs to eat the whole box, then that's just on them. And God bless your soul. But I said no. They're gonna feel cheated, and they're gonna triple up on it. So no, it's not gonna work that way, except for a disciplined mind that understands. Oh, it's smaller. Let me take smaller bites. So
And see
that's a
me,
teachable moment in
I
economics.
would be angry with the price and the size and not buy it no more.
You're
you
so
know,
funny.
I'm just saying if that was the situation, like I would be
But that's
because
all
the
of
thing
it.
is like
PC, you must.
so much stuff is going
But
up
they all
because of
do
the
that. But we
gas.
can't. Okay. PC, you can't. Yours are grown, right? Out the house. Is it your oldest or
No,
none? I can't remember.
she's in college. So she's
Okay,
21
okay.
right now. Yeah.
Okay, so y'all don't got to do a lot of cooking. Y'all pretty much grab, eat. You got that type of situation. I hope you do because that's how I'm gonna be. Like I'm close to that. Yeah, I don't gotta be. I'm not
No,
standing over those. I don't have a reason to be standing
she's
over stove.
been cooking since middle school.
Okay, got you. She know how to feed herself. Basically, what I was trying to say is, you've equipped. She ain't finna sit there and be hungry until you get up and figure something out for her. She like,
No.
if she is
Right.
in college, she definitely knows how to feed herself. They're on the go. Sometimes
She know how to
their
cook.
appetite.
She know how to clean. She know how to shop.
Okay. Um,
Hmm.
I can tell you with two school age kids still here. They have gone down, and I'm sorry, there's no alternative for me to buy. Once you grown, and this is when some of us got to realize, oh, well, you might not be as destitute or broke as you think you are if your mindset has always been you deserve better. And the things my daughter drinks, it's a very, very better brand juice. It's good for her. And not only is it good for her, we've been doing it since way before she stopped gymnastics. What it does for her body, because she has a low immune system, what it does for her is worth the benefits. They have shrunk the bottle, and they did raise the price up on me. Now 70 something cents. But guess what? That's what her body's used to. And there's no alternative for that particular thing.
No, but
So
you know what? There's a difference between things that you need and things that you want. You know what I'm saying? Like wants, you know what I'm saying? You have to weigh what you want more than the other and stuff like that. But needs have to
okay.
be taken care of.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
choose wisely.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get
I
that.
get that. You know what? And you're right. You know how I know you're right? Because our cabinet used to be so full of snacks. I would open the thing and stuff would be falling out. And I'm like, guys, y'all could at least line the stuff up better now. Because I'd be like, who's going to the store, because I don't. I feel like they should be picking their. They know what regimen we're on. Um, they buy more of food they're eating and less
Hmm.
snacks because somehow
You
they
see what I'm
figured
snacking
out.
on? I just had me a
Got
little
those celery. Girl, we love some
celery
celery with some ranch. I know you got your ranch over there,
and
girl.
peanut butter.
You got peanut butter.
Yep.
Well, some people like the peanut butter. I'm a ranch, I'm
I
gonna do with the ranch, but celery is good. I'm glad you like celery, girl.
yeah.
We didn't buy it for a long time. My son I said, thank you for doing this, son. I forgot about getting the celery, and I cut it up and chop it, and will trying to be sitting
What?
there. Oh, when it's crispy, and when it's cold and crispy, girl, why you got me about to go and tell them to bring some celery back from the store? Because somebody about to do a store run, and it's not gonna be
Girl,
me.
I'm about to go to the store
Um,
too, so I'm about to cut this thing
this was
short.
nice.
I'm glad you
This
came
was a
up
good
because
combo.
I did want more than just myself talking about it and stuff like that, you know.
Well,
So
you're not the only
this is a
one
good live.
that have caught on to those things. The seals, y'all red ball it back. There are men now that if you've chosen, and I don't blame you. You know, it's each his own to just ride it on for yourself. Or you shop for yourself. You don't really know what to buy.
Yeah.
You don't know these things because you to be honest, you guys. I mean, you're not supposed to know that. You're not. We've always been the caregivers, the shoppers, and
No,
that's been our.
I don't believe in it.
You know,
They still need to know for their own.
no, they do.
Own.
They need to. I'm saying they
Right.
weren't originally supposed to. Like, if we were
Oh,
in
okay.
order,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Oh, don't get me. Oh, my sons. I was like, when they said they needed, I'm like, go to the store, look at it, and figure it out. And I can tell you, these brands right here gonna be your best buy. Don't come in here with the cheapest one. You're gonna have some problems with your skin. Like, I sent them out, and I'm not gonna figure it out for you. And when they came back, and I was like, okay, let's see how you like it. You know, I've let them have to figure it out on some stuff. I knew something wasn't gonna work, but I had to let them figure it out. I wasn't gonna, I can't get a
Yeah.
blueprint to everything. You need to let your mind think for itself. I didn't mean that. So to be clear, before I'm gonna jump down. Y'all need to know these things. If things were in order like they were supposed to be, and our houses were lined up like they were meant to be, then you all wouldn't be worried about, did I buy the right the good soap or septic safe toilet. You wouldn't be worried about that because we'd be doing what our job. When I say our job, I mean we'd be the primary house, the managers of the home, and you all
Right.
wouldn't. But it's not like that now. So you're gonna have to know and learn. And if you don't know a group of women who are come over here to beautifully animated and she get these free tips and this free game, somebody learns something. Somebody gonna hear, I ain't never think about that. I just pick it up off the shelf. When you get home and wonder why is stuff leaking out of it, because that seal broke. That means you got to pour that all out the drain and throw it away and start over. Do not drink that. Thank you, beautifully. I'm gonna jump down and let you close out your show. You have also given me some ideas because I didn't even think about. You know what? The men folk don't even know, since they out here so single, looking for a woman. They need to be looking for is the seal on that dang on orange juice. Okay, that's what they need to be
Right.
looking for. So let me
Right.
jump on down and let you close out your show. This was really nice. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
I will
Share
be in
it.
the chat.
Yeah. Share it and let people
I
know
got
that I
you.
did a video on this, so they can catch the replay.
Yeah, replay game be working, girl. I don't know what you look. People, it's a lot going. The streets, things are changing, and you know what? I didn't see the change. Today was supposed to be the day that everybody's subscriber number was unrevealed on the new YouTube policy. I ain't seen
Mhm.
nobody's subscriber number unrevealed. Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that was in they sent it out this month, changed it in July. Now there are some new
But why
YouTube
why is
policies.
that a thing? Like, why care so much if someone selected to have it hidden? Like,
Well,
it's like you're
I
trying to
don't
do too
know.
much.
Something the advertisers were complaining that they want to base their ads based on if you got an audience for that ad. Like one number of certain subscribers should get these ads, and then a higher number of subscribers should get these ads. It's all about the Google ads. Who gets what commercials? I know, right?
But then
So they
the
have to.
information should just be released to them. You know what I'm saying?
You would think.
They
You
barely
would
do too
think, but
much.
yeah, I'm like, I never claim to have a million. Don't care, and I don't get it, but I know some. I didn't. I looked just to check on somebody's page, and I said they subscribers still hidden, but they're also not somebody. I listen to this woman. She don't be out here talking about she got a million subs like that. Only people who really nervous about that are the ones who know they've been lying because they could hide it. You do not have no half of it. Stop it. It's okay. Like just those are the only ones that were pretty nervous. I don't get it because honestly, I've told people subscribers do not get you paid. It is the view. So it really don't matter. Okay. I've seen people with 20,000 subscribers and they got the same numbers in their chat like everybody else. So really, it shouldn't matter. But I'm back. I'm in the chat, baby, so you can close out properly. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. So thank you again to This Beach is Better. Oh, better. I'm glad she popped up and gave her insight on some things because she talked about some stuff that I didn't even think about or I didn't have with me to talk about, like the soaps and your lotions and stuff like that. Like everything that's in the store, you should check. So even if you twist off the bottle, right, of some lotion or whatever, make sure the level is right. Make sure that it wasn't poured out. Like most of it was poured out or something like that. You have to really be on your game so you don't get swindled by these little thieves that's taking stuff and emptying it to different bottles and eating out the bag when they have no intention of buying that bag of food and all that stuff. Like bags will be missing cookies, chips. I mean, but I mostly see it with the bread, the bagels, bread, bagels, cookies, things of that nature. No, you better not need to go through the whole bottle to see if you like the scent of a air freshener or not. But I gotta make a run and stuff, so I will catch y'all later. Bye. Oh, my cash app is $PC Dragon, and I will be doing a video about supporting the channel. Because if you're not a content creator, I guess you don't really get it that it costs a lot to produce things, or rather, if the channel's not being supported, how can we bring you more stuff, basically? Because it can't just keep coming out of my pocket. And I'll be wanting to bring you some good shit, but hey, till y'all do better, I can't do better. I'm not gonna push myself. But like I said, that's another video. Have a good time. Have a nice day. I hope someone if you have anything to add to this topic, just leave it in the comments area. Please like, sub, share, and hit the Cash App to support the channel. Again, Cash App is $PC Dragon. Beautifully animated out. Wait, did I post that one? Hold up. Post it right quick. Yeah. All right, I'm out.